to everyone. I'm Jim Johnson, and to assist me with today's match commentary, I'm sitting next to that famous ex-player, Bob Biffin.
Yeah, here I am, Jim. Well, I hope you're settled in and ready for the match.
Yes, I think I'll just slip out and get myself a small beverage before the kickoff. There's such a difference between the level of the two teams. You've got to be slightly worried.
The ball goes skywards, and the match is on.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. I know he had a front row seat for that assault, but I doubt he could fully appreciate it.
He won't appreciate the gaping wound either. She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite. Look, Bob, they're almost too proud to get their outfits dirty.
Still, they achieve the impossible at times, Jim.
What's so difficult throwing a ball? I want to see more action. The player gets hold of the ball. Brilliant pass.
As you say, good job. Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often. Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving BloodBowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snap of a wizard's neck.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip.
The ball is in his hands. Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one. And game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 2491?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word. What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. He's got the ball! Yep, the ball
Is catched. They say this player has the hands of a strangler.
But knows how to use them for other things for sure. These exotic Blood Bowl players are fairly new to the game, Jim.
Yes, Bob. They mesmerize me every time they enter the pitch.
Ah, yeah, Jim. These Lustrian Amazons sure have added some flavor to the game.
Look at that. What?
Oh, wow! Ow!
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Squeeze through the smallest of gaps. Delivery is within stud's reach.
Wow! I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, nor did the player, or he would have ducked.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusader Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
Hold still, and then pow! Right in the face.
The pitch is no place to lie down for a sleep.
Well, after an uppercut like that, he doesn't have any choice. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Oh, the Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all?
That's one regulation clobbering. There's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match. Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodwiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans had their own fans themselves. Go on, do the little coward in.
Quiet, Jim. You know it isn't good for your heart.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. There's some fans on the pitch. They think it's all over. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. Well, let's hope that it's the first of many. The players are ready. Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
Nothing like a half-time break to make a few running repairs.
Yes, Jim, but there are some who'll need a couple of hours' work. The second half is about to start.
Yeah, now's the time to sneak off to the bar to grab a couple of pints of troll juice.
Ah, too late, Jim. The supporters drank it dry.
We should keep an eye out for action in the stands then. He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Opponent down.
This is good sport. Yeehaw!
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport. The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. Right hook was worthy of a black hawk.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it. A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him.
Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Did you hear about the Venus man-eaters, Bob?
Oh, yes, Jim. I think everyone knows about man-eaters.
Oh, I'm scared, Bob.
So is everyone with proverbial coconuts.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splotch. This player is going to have a little nap.
And a wake-up will not be too early after this one.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
Well, this player slips between the other one's hands.
Yes, and yet they were clawed.
It will be just a small step for the player, but a giant leap for the team. And the road to victory has just become a boulevard.
As long as they don't slip up on the dog poo. The Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all? Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts. I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
Hold still and then pow! right in the face. And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Good recovery.
What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Squeeze through the smallest of gaps.
Nice pass. The action goes on.
Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
It's a catch! Now this player just needs to survive!
She missed the pass!
Bring on the sub!
The Tech can get their game going again. Well, I know one team that'll be happy to hear that final whistle.
Unfortunately for them, a heavy defeat like that may have their supporters baying for...
They certainly put a lot of energy into it. But if they want to win, they should spend less time pumping iron and more time on their agility game.
A logical defeat for a team that was just not in the game.
They couldn't get their hands on the ball, and that's what cost them the game.
They had them under pressure for the whole of the match, and I reckon I could count the incursions out of their own half on the fingers of one hand. When you think that there's a whole industry built around providing players with performance-enhancing products, and nobody has taken anything.
The pharmaceutical rep was relieved of his stock by the fans. Did you see a referee out there today?
I don't know. I definitely did see any cards.